This video falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love. You guys can call me Pixie. And today we're doing some fat acceptance TikToks. There's some different ones on the spectrum, you know, some little, it's a lot. It's a little variety. There's something I've never done in this one before, but there's a reason why I added this one. But yeah, we got a couple. We're gonna jump into this. If you haven't watched the video I posted on Monday, please go check that out. It explains why I've been gone so much last month and everything I was going to. I went to the hospital and a lot of stuff, and I don't want to talk about it again. So just watch that video, and I'm sorry if I break your heart. But I did talk about in that video that I want to change up kind of like the things I do and how and stuff I talk about. I want to talk about more things that I have opinions on and stuff like that. Not really like a tea channel, but like just like different things, like different shows that I like to watch, everything. Think about maybe reacting to 1,000 Pound Friends, because I love 1,000 Pound Sisters and I love to hate Tammy. So like I already watched the whole show and that's kind of outdone. Everyone does it, but maybe I'll react to the new show. So let me know how you guys think about stuff like that. But anyway, let's get into these TikToks because I have a lot to say and it's been a while since you guys heard my opinion. So real quick, one last thing before I get into this. I'm trying out something new where my avatar can actually wink. She does it on her own, so if my eyes is doing some weird winking, blinking thing, she has a mind of her own. So that's what that's gonna be all about. If you guys don't like it, I can always take it away. I just wanted to try something new, so just let me know how you guys feel about the winking and stuff.
If you can't see your abs, then you're fat. Oh.
Okay. I think I agree with everything else he says in this video, but that first sentence, that's a load of bullshit, okay? Just because you can't see your ab muscles does not mean you're fat. Like, I was actually going to pull up pictures of my boyfriend because he's very physically fit and far from fat, but you can't always see his abs. Like, he has abs. Just when he's not flexing, you don't see them. Does that mean he's fat? Like, and even so, you could not be fat and still not have abs. Like, some ab muscles aren't just, some people just don't have defined ab muscles, so they just don't have abs. That doesn't mean you're fucking fat. You're weird. Okay? It's a little weird. But let's listen to everything else he has to say because he makes valid points.
Oh my God, what a horrible thing. Cancel Coach Greg. He said if you don't have abs, you're fat. Did I say if you don't have abs and you're fat that you don't look good? Did I say that if you're fat that you're a bad human being? Did I say that if you're fat, you don't deserve to love yourself? Did I say that if you're fat, that you don't deserve to have friends, to have a life, and that you're somehow lesser? No.
See, I agree with everything else he says. This that first sentence is so outrageous. People are going to be like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, you are projecting your feelings onto what he says. But I will agree with what he said in the beginning is incorrect. I personally don't think that if you can't see your abs, then you're fat. Just because you have fat on your body doesn't mean you're fat. Not everyone can be that like thin and skinny to where you have to see their abs and make like, it's like in his mind, like just from that one sentence, I don't know how he really thinks, but it seems from in his mind, it's like it's either you're fit or you're fat. There's no in between. There is an in between. There's an in between fit and fat. Those are two ends of the spectrum, and there's stuff in between them. It like that. Am I wrong? I think I'm right. Like, I know he's like a fitness person and whatever, but I think I'm right. There is a spectrum between fat and fit. There's not either or, you know? So that's why I disagree with your initial statement. But everything else I agree with, yes, he did not say, oh, if you're fat, you don't get to love yourself. Oh, if you're fat, you're a horrible human being. Those are people projection onto what he said. And sometimes when someone says something, you can read between the lines of what they mean. And then sometimes people are just saying what they mean and everyone else is projecting their feelings onto it.
I am fat.
Don't know if I can have the sound in it. I probably won't, but basically she's just dancing around, switching outfits and saying, I am fat. We know. We can tell. I'm glad you realized it. I just, if you watch my videos, you know, I don't like to do talk about videos of people just dancing and being themselves and enjoying themselves or whatever, because like I don't see anything wrong with that. I would post something like this. I don't know if I would say that I am fat, but I would do something like this, like showing off my outfit, showing me off in my bikini, my workout outfit, my dress. Like I think that's so cute, but I don't understand when you had to add the I am fat part. Like, we know, like we can tell. Like I know if I posted a video like that, people can tell that I'm fat. Like you don't need to remind us. And like that's what I don't understand. Like I guess it's you taking your power back and taking that word and trying to be confident. Like we get it, but like can you try to be confident without having to relate it to you being fat? Can you just be a person showing off your fucking cute ass bathing suit and your cute ass workout leggings and your cute ass dress? Like just do that. You don't have to make it about you being fat. We can all tell, we can all see, and now you're drawing attention to something that when someone says something about it, like, oh my God, you're discriminating against me and you're being mean to me and blah, 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 blah. Just don't add attention to it. Just keep it moving. People are going to talk about it either way. So just leave it around, put it in the corner. We can tell that you're fat and your outfits were cute. I want to focus on your outfits, not focus on the fact that you're fat. Also, your hair is really cute. Things I believe as a fat liberationist and activist. Diets is about fitness, not health. Thinness does not equal health. Justifying fat hatred on the basis of health is ableist and disgusting.
Do it, big. Start a riot.
Right. And then in between all of them, she says start a riot. I just didn't want to keep saying it because I feel like the song, but I'm gonna have to mute out the song. Anyway, let's talk about each point, right? Her first point was that dieting is about thinness and not health. You don't know what it's about. Dieting is a personal level for each person. Some people can be dieting just to get skinny. Some people can be dieting to get skinny and get healthier. Some people could just be dieting for their health reasons and the weight loss comes with it. Like, you don't know. And I will admit, some people probably just lose weight and work out and eat healthy just to stay skinny. And that is their own personal prerogative and they can do what the fuck they want with their body. Just like you could do what the fuck you want with your body. Just like you want to sit there and be fat and love yourself. Go ahead. Do that. But then you're mad about someone else who wants to be thin and love themselves. I'm not understanding that. Like, what? Why can't they be thin? Why can't they want to be thin? It has nothing to do with you. It's not about you. That person wants to be thin. Let them be thin. For me personally, I want to be healthier. I want to do things I was able to do before. My niece has an air track for gymnastics and a bar and a pullover bar and like a gymnastics bar to do tricks on, and I want to do tricks on them, but I'm almost 300 pounds and I'm scared I'm gonna break it for her, and I can't demonstrate and show her how to do things because I can't do them anymore. Like, so all I could do is I'm like that coach who can't do anything. I'm literally talking about her I'm like, oh, tighten up your knees, get your legs together, tighten up your core, but I can't physically show her how to do stuff past a cartwheel or a round off anymore. Or a somersault. I could still do a somersault. That's a little hard though because I'm a little round. But like, I can't show her how to do things, so we have to watch videos so she can physically see how it's done, and then I'm there helping her, reminding her to do those little things, but I can't physically get up and do it, and I hate that. And when I have a kid, especially if I have a little girl, I want them to do gymnastics because I freaking love gymnastics. My dad taught me how to do everything I learned how to do. I took a couple of classes, but I watched a lot of videos, and like I want to be able to do stuff with my kids. I want to be able to run around with them, flip and jump, and so much stuff that I can't do because my body is so heavy. If I lost 100 pounds, which would make me 180 pounds, which is my current goal, I would be able to do so much more shit. Because I remember last time I was 180, I was able to do everything I wanted to do. I was still younger. I was like 16 years old at the time, but still. Like, I was able to run around and play and jump and do all the fun shit. Now I can't do that shit. So that's why I want to lose weight. And also, I know I'm going to look bomb. I already look bomb, but I'm going to look better. What's wrong with that? Okay, that's the first point. Second point, thinness does not equal health. No one said it does. But there are some things you can look at a person and see. You can look at someone who is morbidly obese and know, like, that person's probably not the healthiest person. And if they are, all their vitals are currently fine, they're probably not going to stay that way for long. And no one says thinness equals health, because people will also look at a person who's underweight and be like, that's probably not the healthiest thing. But they're very thin, but they're not like, you're thin, so you're healthy. No one ever says that. Like, you're the only, fat acceptance is the only group of people who actually think thinness, fat acceptance are the only people who actually think that everyone who's not a fat acceptance thinks that thinness equals health, because most of the time these people have grown up fat and they've been fat most of their lives, and they think, oh, I would be healthier if I'm thin, because that's what they're taught their whole lives or whatever. It's not like you'll be healthier if you're thin. You would just be healthier if you lost the weight. No one's saying you have to be thin, but they're saying you have to lose the weight to be healthier, because the strain that you're putting on your body is unhealthy being at your weight, especially for long periods of time, like most of these people have, which is most of their lives. But no one actually says thinness equals health. You're the only one who thinks that. But then you say you don't think that, but the only way you say that is because you think people think that. No one thinks that, okay? I promise you. And then the last one was justifying your hatred of fatness by hiding it under like health and whatever. Okay, so that one is interesting. Do I think people go out of their way and hate on people just because they're fat? Yeah. And do I think some people hide that behind, oh, I'm only doing this because I care about your health? Yes and no. I think you get people mixed up, like the people like me and like Michelle McDaniels and Obese to Beast and people like us who are or was overweight and have lost weight and actually do talk about health concerns and stuff like that when it comes to being overweight, versus the people who literally just rip on you for being a fat bitch. You get us confused. Because I don't really see people who are like bullying someone for being fat actually talking about health. Like, they're just ripping on you for being fat because they're like horrible people. And are there some people who do that? Yes. But I also think you lump people in like me and like the other creators I talked about who do talk about health and do care about people, because, and like I do. And like you lump us in with these people. Like, I don't think I bully anyone on this channel. I never talk negatively about someone's appearance whatsoever. I mean, probably once or twice, but I don't do it purposely, and I don't do it maliciously. Like, it's not, no. And I always say, if you want to stay that way, go ahead and stay that way. I just don't understand your hatred towards people who don't want to be fat. You act like they're a villain because they don't want to be fat, and that's not true. You personalize it to yourself, and you have to start realizing that everyone does things for their own personal reasons. And maybe at one point in your life, you wanted to lose weight because you hated the way you looked. But that doesn't mean that someone else wants to lose weight because they hate the way that they look, or that they hate the way you look. Because a lot of times, like, oh, you don't want to be fat because you don't want to look like me. It's not about you, okay? I don't know how many times I have to say that, because it's not. It's really not, I promise, okay? Spent a lot of time on this one. I have one more. It's a longer video, so I might have to like pause it a lot or whatever, but let's get into it. All right, let's listen.
Once it happens, it's incurable. Yes, we can treat it, we can lose weight, and we can diet, but your entire metabolism changes once you cross into the process of being obese.
Okay, so I kind of know what he's talking about a little bit. Just a little bit. I remember hearing someone talk about how like there's like your blood, your fat cells kind of like stay fat like even once you lose the weight or something like that. So it makes it harder for you to lose weight and to keep the weight off. And it's not impossible for them to go back to normal. It's something like, I think it has something to do with like your fat cells. It's something, I think it's what he's talking about, but it's not impossible to like lose weight and keep the weight off forever. It's like, he's basically saying like once you become obese, you can never not be obese. And it's like, no, I kind of get what you're trying to say, but you're explaining it very, very poorly. And I haven't done any research on it. Maybe I'll bring back Science with Pixie and figure it out. It's just with that, the presentation website I use costs money, and I don't make enough money to use it. So maybe once I like can make a substantial amount of money on here, I can bring that back so I can actually pay for it, because your girl's broke. But back to that, I do like Science with Pixie, and I'll bring it back once I can make some money. So I'm not gonna go into a deep dive and do the research on what he's talking about now, but I do think So, oh, because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I kind of like remember hearing someone say something about it. I think it has something to do with your fat cells becoming adjusted to like what you're eating and some weird shit. There's gonna be someone in the comments who knows way more than I do, and they kind of know what I'm talking about, so they're gonna explain it. And if I see it, I will pin that comment, because I know you guys are way smarter than me, and you guys always help me out when I'm stuttering over here. But I also think this guy is going to explain too. But you can lose weight, okay? Like, I don't appreciate this guy. He's making it seem like once you cross the point of being an obese, your metabolic rate will never go to a point where you can lose weight. That sounds like that doesn't make any sense, so.
Your body thinks that it's more natural for it to keep a certain amount of weight, and it should not be as skinny as you would like it to be.
Don't fall for the stethoscope trick. He has no idea what he's talking about. Once you cross over into obesity, what does that even mean? If I got to 205 pounds, my metabolism is forever changed? 215? 225? Where do you cross over? This makes no sense. There's no data to back this up.
Yeah, see? Basically, like, once you cross over, like, so once I get like to a certain point I can never lose weight. Well, that's not true, because there's countless of people, even on YouTube, even like before YouTube, there's been people who have lost weight, kept the weight off, whether they had surgery, whether they worked hard, whether they trained themselves. You can lose the weight and keep it off. It's possible. It's been done. I don't fucking know. But I do, like I said, I do know what he was talking about, because he was like, your body thinks it's more natural for you to be that weight. Our bodies adjust to what we do. So yeah, your body thinks, oh, I have to maintain and keep this weight. So that's why for you to maintain the weight you are, it goes up. So since I'm at like 180 pounds, I think like the amount of calories I need to eat to maintain my weight is like 2,500 calories or something like that. But if I want to lose weight, I have to eat less than that. But if I was like 160 pounds, my metabolic rate or the amount of calories I need to eat daily would be like 2,000 calories. Just to maintain my weight. But since I'm a bigger weight, to maintain the weight that I'm at, I have to eat more food. But if I eat the less food, I will lose the weight. That's how it works. Alright, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like down below. If you guys like me, make sure you guys subscribe, because I'm doing videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Friday's topic, I think I am going to be, talking about the 1,000-pound friends from TLC, because TLC gives us all that juicy tidbit of all that craziness. So yes, I think we're gonna have a video about that. So hop in on Friday if you guys want to see something new, something interesting, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.